the example here, and look at this. This is ridiculous. Come on, Tony. Where are you? Have I ever seen this on a computer? Ultron's taking over my data. This is ridiculous here. Okay, I might have to go stay on the smartboard or on the whiteboard because this isn't happening at all, I don't think. Okay. All right, so the first thing says prove these two triangles are similar. Now, I heard somebody say before, what does it take to show the two triangles are similar? What has to happen? Yes? All angles have to be the same. Now, instead of just saying that angle A equals angle D, which is what people did, you have to show why. What angles are the same for this, and why? You got a volunteer, please. Yeah, go ahead, Karina. Good. 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 So what you have to say, angle B equals angle E, and you just say that pattern. That's not correct. Okay. But you have to actually put the brackets in and say Z pattern, okay? Because that's.
What happens if you only put Z pattern?
That's as long as you tell me what's equivalent to what, though, right? You'll lose half a mark, okay? Because you have to actually tell me why, right? Because okay, what other angles are the same? Somebody else, please. Oh, nobody else? Come on, guys. I'm gonna get Spider-Man here because this is a fundamentally important thing to do. Yeah, why is that? That pattern again, right? These aren't that tricky, okay? So we'll say angle A is equal to angle B, which is that pattern again. Okay, and what's the last angle the same? Yeah, Molly, go ahead. C and C? Yeah, I'm gonna use that. And you can use a bunch of definitions. I'm gonna say angle C equals angle C. I'm gonna say basically opposite angle. Is that what you guys call it? Okay, are we okay with where that came from? Okay. Jarek, you missed what I said there because you just came in. We're running a little mini quiz on Wednesday that gives you the opportunity to earn bonus marks on your last test. Okay, so it's 3 marks. It'll be 3 questions. If you get it right, you get a +1. If you get it wrong, you don't get a +1. That's how it's going to go. Okay. All right, great. So the angles are the same. So now we got to do similar sides here. We're going to do big over little or little over big. Doesn't matter to me. I'm going to do little over big. Why does it make sense to do little over big in this case? Yes. X is on the top. So I'm going to do little over big. Okay, so this is, I put all sorts of information here so that it wouldn't be too obvious. I'm going to start with X. What is the corresponding side to X and Y? And per Y I mean, not and like X and Y I mean per. Y is, what's equivalent to X on the big triangle? Yes.
10.
Why, how'd you get that? Well, it is 10, but somebody help me here. Why is it going to be 10? Okay, I'll help you. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Lynn.
The angle across.
Sort of. I need a little more than that sort of there.
If you flip them like upright, it will be actually.
Yeah, if you were to flip them, I could. But just as far as this goes, if I have a theta and I have an omega, theta to omega is x, so theta to omega is 10, right? That's the easiest way to think. But yeah, totally you're right though. If you were to redraw them, and I'm going to do that on my next example, that's how we go. Okay, what are my other set of corresponding angle sides, please? I'm going to start doing Spider-Man here because this is, I'm going to start here. No, you just answered right. Spencer, what's my other corresponding side, please?
5 and 14.
Great, okay, so A to B, beta to theta is going to be 5, and theta to beta is going to be 14. Okay? Oh, just all we're saying, right? So again, beta to theta and beta to theta, right? All right, and again, how do we solve for x, please? Well, it's x, just think it's x divided by 10. How do you get rid of it divided by 10? Yeah, times over 10, good. So x is going to be 5 times 10 over 14. Now, this is the other thing. I didn't take off marks, but I'm giving the official warning right now. Okay? A lot of people told me that was equal to 3.892496. Why am I unhappy with that? Because I hate decimals is the answer, okay? So, what should I do instead? That's what I said. I didn't have any marks. I didn't take off marks, okay? But I circled and I said no. This question, you should never use decimal. I should change this to probably 25 over 7 to be okay. And leave it as a fraction. Okay. All right, so again, I just always in the habit you want to leave it as a fraction. Okay, can everyone close their eyes for a sec? Raise your hand if you got that with no help. Okay, raise your hand if you came close, but you made a small mistake. Raise your hand if you don't really know what happened there. Okay. If you're in the last vote, okay, I'm staying after school tonight, actually every night probably for the rest of the year. except for Wednesdays, I have something going on, okay? So from here until your final exam, I'll be here Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and I'll be here at lunch too. This week I have lunch, cafeteria lunch duty though, so after the first 10 minutes I'll be here, all right? Okay, let's go on to the next one, because this is the one that was on the test, okay? Was this one here. So what, again, most people did said prove the triangles are similar, and somebody just said they are. Well, okay, that isn't enough, okay? So I'm going to start with Alyssa here, okay? Let's get what triangles are going to be the same. What angles are going to be the same?
So like all of them.
Good. Okay, why though? Tell me one that's...
Because they're parallel.
Okay, well, yeah, the lines are parallel.
The pattern.
Yeah, good, okay. So I'm going to say here, good. I think these had letters on them, didn't they? I think they did. So I'm going to say that angle A and angle C. And that's all you have to say, right? Half pattern. Now I know what you're saying, Mr. Sadler, it's more like an F, but if you flip that upside down, it is actually an F there. Okay. All right, Cassie, what else is the same, please? A T, a theta. Yeah, D. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Good. Yeah, good. But you actually have to spell this out, okay, right? Okay, and why is angle E equal to angle E? Anybody here? They're the same angle, right? So angle E equals angle E. And that's enough right there. Therefore, they're similar, okay? Now, here's the part that, again, a lot of people mix up on this computer. Come on. Okay. What a lot of people did is they redrew the triangles, which is a good idea. Okay, it's a wonderful idea. Okay, so I'm going to draw my two little triangles that look like this. My first triangle is going to be CDE, which is going to be 5 and 4. Okay, but what you have to do is to draw the big triangle like this. All right, Leanne, I'm going to pick on you right now. Tell me some side lengths of the big triangle ABE, please.
X and 7.
Close. But not right. Okay, now hold on and just be careful because a lot of people mix this up here. Where does Alistair, where does X go from where to where?
It goes that one side line, so it'd be X plus 5.
Yeah, only A to C is X, right? So the entire thing is going to be X plus 5. And this is one tricky question I've not here for sure. Okay, for that. Does everyone see why that's X plus 5 there for that? Okay, the little chunk is going to be X at the bottom, and the big chunk is going to be 5 altogether is X plus 5. All right, Lexi, can you do the similar triangle thing? We'll do big over little this time. Go ahead.
X plus 5 over
Okay, great. Are we feeling somewhat okay with what's happening here? Okay, the trick was that plus 5, and that was one of the tricky parts here too. All right, Emily, can you tell me what to do next, please? Is Emily going to tell?
times by 5.
Okay, right. So X plus 5 equals 35 over 4. I'm going to say 95% of the class that got to this point called that 8.75, so I will today too. Maybe I shouldn't. Okay. And Desiree, last step to get X by itself is? Okay, so X is 3.75. Okay. All right. With my guidance, can everyone close their eyes and let me know if they could do this themselves on Wednesday? One of those questions. Raise your hand. Okay, who thinks they sort of couldn't, sort of couldn't? Okay. If you're in the sort of couldn't phase, I'll give you guys some questions today to make sure you can get something like this done here, okay? But there will be one like this for sure, and also in your final exam, another similar triangles question like this. The key to these are starting off with the proving part. So the proving part would be show that the angles are the same, and that proves it. Okay. I'm going to hit pause because I need a break here because I'm getting fired up here thinking about congruence, okay? Any other questions? Actually, I will